Alright, so let's get some things squared out. Anybody that's laughing about marijuana withdrawals, or talking about how withdrawals don't exist, or about how quitting, you don't need to quit, or if your friends are telling you you don't need to quit, it's okay, weed is not stopping you from doing nothing, this and that, especially as a man. Look at what those people are doing with their life. What's going on in their life, you know? Because most of the time, people that smoke weed like to just chill, watch movies, eat pizza, and smoke. People that smoke weed most of the time like to chill. Now I live in a big city. I live in Los Angeles, California, where you gotta get your grind on. So if you're not Snoop Dogg, you're not Wiz Khalifa, you're not a signed rapper that gets money from their label, what are you smoking for? You're already getting, if you're Snoop Dogg, if you're a signed rapper, you're already getting paper. Somebody is paying you to do what you do, right? And at that point, marijuana is your brand. So if you're not that, why do you smoke? Oh, because it helps me it helps me be more creative, it helps me with this. So you're telling me you're not creative. That's what you're telling me. You don't have creativity in you. You need to smoke a substance to get your creativity. Oh, I'm depressed, I'm this, I'm that. So you're telling me that you're not strong enough to just go through the motions, go through those feelings. That's what you're telling me. That's what people are telling me, that they're not strong enough. Now, if you got anybody that's younger than you, like a little brother, or even if you got a girlfriend or wife, and they see that weed is killing your drive, it makes you lazy, you're on the couch a little bit too much, they're noticing this. And you can't even show them how strong you are to not smoke. That tells a lot about you as a man. It really does. It tells you a lot about you as a man. You gotta think about it, man. Really think to yourself. How is this plant actually helping you if you don't have a debilitating disease? If you don't have a disorder where you need cannabis to help you, how is it helping you? With your depression, why don't you meditate? Why don't you go to the gym? Because you're too weak. Okay, so say that then. That's all you gotta say. You're too weak. If you want to come to my channel and tell me that you're too weak to not smoke, then say that, bro. That's all you gotta say, dog. For real. Because think about it. It's always somebody commenting on your channel or on your video or whatever it may be, or even in person if it's a friend. It's always somebody telling you that either on YouTube or Instagram that doesn't have one picture of themselves. They don't have one video of themselves. They're not doing anything. You know, they're not doing shit. They've got nothing to show for. You feel me? And if they do, it's not even them doing anything cool. It's somebody else doing something cool. Come on, bro. Think about what you're doing. think about who you're talking to. You see me grinding it out. And the gaps in between where I wasn't making videos, guess what I was doing? I was smoking. But now that I'm not smoking, you see a whole lot of videos popping up, right? And why is that? Because I'm going off my masculine drive, my masculine energy. That's what I'm using to create all these videos, all this content, putting all this stuff out. And most of the people coming in here telling me that weed isn't, you can't have marijuana withdrawals, you can't have this. Bro, you probably live in a little town where you don't even have to do anything. Do you have a girlfriend? Do you have a career? Do you have a business? Have you started anything for yourself? You feel me? No, I'm sure you haven't. You know, just look at the people that are telling you that marijuana withdrawals don't exist. We have proof all over the internet, all over, people talking about how they can't even eat without it. They can't eat without smoking first. They can't sleep without smoking first. They can't do this without smoking first. They can't do that without smoking first. You're trying to tell me something, bro. Come on, dog. Look at my life. I'm winning. I have people that care about me. Do you have a woman at home that cooks for you? That cleans for you? That does anything for you? That loves you genuinely? Probably not, homie. Probably not. You know, just guys, just realize that most people that tell you not to quit because marijuana withdrawals are not real or something, or because they want you to keep smoking with them, that's because they want you to lose. They want you to be just like them. They want you to lose with them. They want you to lose with them. If somebody tells you that, that's because they don't want you to better yourself. They know that as soon as you're gonna quit, you're gonna become better. Way better than them. Way better. Cause listen, yeah, we've got indica, we got sativa, we got hybrid. They all do different things, right? You can smoke a sativa and feel not tired, right? So it's easier to go about your day and go around and do things. But after that sativa wears off, you get a crash. You crash harder than you would on coffee, on an energy drink. That's why you sleep so well after that marijuana wears off. After that sativa wears off, you'll sleep very well. Because no matter what, cannabis is good for sleeping, right? You think I want to sleep all day? If you want to sleep all day and that's all you got to do, then hey, by all means, go ahead, sleep all day. While I'm getting better, while I'm getting stronger, while I'm going to the gym every day, you're sitting there sleeping and smoking and getting high and sitting on the couch. Indica means in the couch. I'm sure you've heard that as a smoker before. I'm sure you've heard it. People coming in here telling me stories about how they've been smoking for so long. Good for you, homie. Good for you. And how's your life? Are you a millionaire? Are you a billionaire? Most likely you're not. If you're not a rapper, if you're not a singer, and that's signed, you're just not. You're not doing much with your life. Just be honest and look at yourself. The people that say that marijuana withdrawals are not real, bro, most of the time, they're not doing anything with their life. It's because they can't just look at themselves and honestly say to themselves that they're using weed as a crutch. Most weed smokers use marijuana as a crutch, and that's a fact. Most of the weed smokers are using it as a crutch to sleep, to eat, to feel better because they're sad and their life isn't going well. That's what they use it for. Why was I smoking weed before? Because I was going through some depression, right? And I didn't realize that I could just bend the energy within my body to make myself feel better because I was a kid, you know? I just became an adult pretty recently. I was a teenager and I didn't know how to manage my emotions because I was young. I was super young. You know, I just thought the way I managed my emotions back in the day was just fighting. I would beat people up, bro. I would get into fights. That's how I managed my emotions back in the day. And I had to stop doing that. I would get into fights in school. That's how it was. That's how it was for me. And then I started smoking weed, you know. That's honestly why I wrestled. That's why I wrestled. That's why I did kickboxing. That's why I did all that, because I didn't want to fight anymore. I didn't want to get in trouble. I didn't want to get into legal trouble because of fights. So I had to change, you know. I sat down with my family and I sat down with the counselor, and they spoke to me about how I'm fighting a lot, you know. And that's something I had to stop doing, you know, because now I'm a grown-up. I can't just be beating people up. I can't just be doing that. That's just not right. You know, that's just not the right way to go. You feel me? So I started smoking weed, you know. I started smoking weed. That was before I made music too, you know. So now I have many ways to work with my emotions, many ways to work with what I do, and many outlets, you know, to let the steam out. Because I would just let it pressure up and build up in my body, and it'd be an explosion, you know. But now I know how to manage it because I'm an adult. Because I meditate. Because I understand who I am. I understand how powerful I am, you know. So most people that smoke weed, and this is the truth, you guys know like, I'm pro marijuana, pro cannabis, you know, for the right reasons. And if you like to have fun here and there and smoke, go for it. It's all you. Just don't come in here telling me that this isn't real. Telling every person on my channel, or every person that comes across this that needs help, telling them that it's not true. Telling them what they're going through is a lie. You know damn well it's not a lie. You know how many doctors have done studies on this thing? You know how many doctors, you can easily look up what cannabis does to your body and what happens when you quit. You can easily look up videos with millions of views. You can talk to doctors about it. They link, literally, THC links to receptors that have to do with your happiness, with your emotions, with how you feel. Cannabis molecules link to your happy receptor, your reward system. So really, every time you smoke, it's like you're giving yourself a reward. But for what? For what? When you can go out and meet somebody and that feels rewarding. You could be an athlete and play football and win a match and win a game, and that feels rewarding. You can actually accomplish things in your life and feel rewarded. Instead, you're smoking. Your body is getting tricked into the reward system, and you feel happy as if you accomplished something. What did you accomplish? Rolling a blunt? Rolling a joint? Because in that time, guess what I did? I just landed a new commercial and I got paid a bag. And that's the truth of life. There will be men that tell you one thing, men that tell you to stay weak, and tell you that it's okay to let let marijuana help you through your feelings. It's okay, because guess what? The one day when there is no weed around, what you gonna do? And don't come in here telling me nothing, because you don't even have videos of yourself doing anything on your YouTube. So don't tell me nothing, bro. You can't tell me nothing. You don't have videos of yourself doing it. You don't have videos of you sitting there and watching somebody smoke a blunt. Guess what? I do. And of course, haters will come through and say stuff like, say random shit, bro. And guess what? They don't even know how my life really is. They don't understand how good of a life I live. I don't need to smoke weed. I don't even need to drink alcohol. You feel me? If I want to drink alcohol for dinner, if I want to have a nice wine, or I want to have a nice whiskey, or if I'm out with the boys and I want to drink a little drink, you feel me? Get a little loose, hang out with my people, party it up a little bit. I'll do that. I won't get fucked up. I won't drink too much to the point where I don't know what the fuck's going on. But guess what? I'm gonna have my fun, right? But I don't need a substance to have a good life, because my life is good. And there's a whole lot of people that are gonna be hating on you because your life is so good that you don't need to smoke. You don't need to drink. You don't need to do random shit. You don't need to inhale a plant into your lungs. Because I know I'm healthy, so I don't need to smoke weed. You feel me? That's one of the things about why I even stopped. Because I'm healthy. I'm a very healthy young man. Why do I need weed? I don't need it. I do not need it. I'm not sick. I feel great. Guess what? I have natural high testosterone, natural high energy. So why would I need that if my life is better without it? Because every time I smoked weed, I could feel it taking something from me. And I'm being honest right now. I could feel it taking something from me, literally. And if you're actually conscious about yourself and conscious about who you are, conscious about your energy, you would realize that it's taking something from you. If you don't realize that it's taking something from you, then you've never stopped smoking. That's the proof right there. But like I said before, marijuana is a female plant. And guess what? The future of marijuana is female. I don't know. I'm sure you guys in the legal states have seen posters like that. The future of cannabis is female, or the future of cannabis is feminine, whatever it is, you know? Because it's true. Because it's very true. You go to a dispensary and who works there? Mainly women. Women, and most of the customers are men. Most of the customers are men. And guess what? The women get the men to spend a little extra money, a little more than they were going to before. And it's always cute ladies in the dispensary. Because cannabis is feminine. The act of smoking is feminine. The plant itself, Mary Jane. You know, just think about that. Think about it. Cannabis is feminine. It's a bunch of girls persuading guys, because really more men smoke than women. And it's very true. More men smoke than women. Should be the other way around, really. Like I said before, cannabis messes with your estrogen, with your testosterone. You end up with lower testosterone and higher estrogen at the end of the day. And if any man is okay with that, that tells me a lot. Thank you. Thank you for telling me. That tells me a lot about you, buddy. It tells me a whole lot. But guess what? I'm a very accomplished man. The women around me praise me. The people around me praise me. They see how strong I am, especially because I can just give up smoking weed like that. That shows them that I'm a strong man. It shows them that I have great direction. The men around me praise me. They want to be like me. They look up to me because they can see my power and my energy. Just remember that. Yeah, I'm not saying you need to quit smoking forever, but take it easy on yourself. Because long-term cannabis use is not too good for you. I've not met a regular man, an everyday man, that is super accomplished and smokes weed. I've never met one. I've yet to meet one. Besides Snoop Dogg, Wiz Khalifa, Mike Tyson, you know, people that were great athletes that already went through all that shit. But that's not the average man. It's just not. It's just not. And guess what? Those people are in those positions because they're the weed guys in the industry. Know your place. Know who you are. Peace.